I guess there's about 4 inches maybe. I think I wiped it off though already, so there might be 6 inches on the ground. Oh yeah, I hope this doesn't run out of fuel. It's been on reserve for quite some time. So I had some comments. Yeah, it's frozen. I'll try it right now. I had some comments about dumping water on the ignition, and people are saying, "Ah, don't ever do that." Well, the amount of times my ignition is frozen using something else, it's kind of silly. I can dump some hot water on there and I'm good for the day. If I'll spray it with some WD and see if that works. But if I sprayed it with WD every day, I'd have to buy that stuff by the case. Besides, there's other stuff on that I have to dump water on as well. Usually the fair lead and stuff like that, it gets frozen solid. Nice fish. Now I'm sure this will work, and I mean this would be good if it works today, and if I come back tomorrow when it works. But so this is the usual thing with WD. Okay, I just sprayed a whole ton of it. It's hardly melting the snow at all. The can's always empty way before they're empty. So let's just see. WD, it's still frozen solid. Now, let's see how hot water works. Okay, first off, let me say that it's my most popular video, I believe it is. It's like the ATV, best for plowing snow. It's got over 10,000 views. And there's a few different comments on this. One of them is some Mopar guy. If you look back into the comments if you're bored, he says, never ever use hot water on an ignition. My question to him is, what do you use on an ignition? He would never answered me. Somebody else answered that question and they said WD-40 or something similar or equivalent. So I told the guy, I said, well, okay, I'll try it. Well, you just seen it here, it didn't work. Hot water. A little bit on the gauges so I can see a little bit everywhere, it doesn't matter. The thing gets covered in water anyways. It even gets covered in snow. All the snow I wipe off, if I go plowing, okay, ignition worked perfectly. Now if I go plowing, it's going to be covered in snow again. Point made. And if anybody doesn't believe what I just showed, try it yourself. WD does not work. And I'd love for the Mopar guy to get back to me on what I'm supposed to use for my ignition. I think he's thinking it's like door locks and you use alcohol, but I don't think I'm going to put alcohol on something called an ignition that sits between my legs. And I'd like to know from him why hot water is a problem. The thing is, things soaking wet from 2007 until now. It's been sitting outside. Never sat inside. Runs fine. It's a Yamaha. Okay, it has these two C-clippy kind of things. So yeah, I'm not trying to be a smart ass. I'm just showing it how it is. When it comes to the WD-40 and whatever. I am a smart ass, but I'm not trying to be. Benjamin? Really? Benjamin wants to go for a ride. No, we're not going right now, mister. Well, the only problem here is it kind of has to be exact right spot, and then it's still a pain because you gotta lift it up and line up the holes underneath, so you gotta lay on the ground. Maybe if I shut it off, you'll realize we're not going anywhere. We're not going nowhere. Not right now. Okay, so I'm probably just gonna have to take this right off again because I planned on making a up the mountain in the snow ATV video. And up the mountain in the snow is a lot more fun without a blade on the front. Even an old machine like this, they're a lot of fun. This is where you got to get the pin in, hold the blade up to the belly pan, get the pin in, and line it up all at once, kind of with one hand. So it's a bit of a pain. No big deal though. Well, I got two hands in there. Okay, that side was unusually easy. It was actually quite comfortable down here, laying in the snow with the cardboard. Snow kind of forms to you. It's not bad at all. You're waiting quite patiently. I might have to take you for a ride today. Not you, him. Okay, so right here where I've got the cable hooked on, this is, they call it a J-bolt. I just made it out of a bolt and cut the end off and bent it like a J. And the only purpose of that is so that it will give before you break something important like the cable. Okay, everything should work now. Okay, is work. Okay, so I'll probably let it snow a little bit more before I actually start plowing. I'll just give it a little try out here, but one of my next videos, it'll be plowing, and I'll kind of go through the first time I plow. I like to do a really good job, just because you want to push everything as far away as possible, but by the end of the winter you're basically, you start getting snowed in, you run out of places to put it. So anyways, let's just see if this thing's going to push any snow. I'm just going to address somebody else's question really quickly. Somebody says, well, lift your damn blade. Why? When you're going to be backing up and going forward just a short distance, don't be lifting up your blade and lowering your blade every time. You're putting tons of wear on everything. You're overheating your solenoid, wear on your winch, just all unnecessary. It's a full floating blade. Just back up. You don't have to lift your blade. You lift it 10,000 times in a day. Okay, Ben, could you say bye-bye and thanks for watching? I knew you could.